Chandra Arya, the Indian Member of Parliament in Canada, has announced his intention to run for the post of Prime Minister of Canada and leader of the Liberal Party following Justin Trudeau's resignation as Prime Minister earlier this week. Now, Mr. Arya actually hails from a village in Karnataka. He emigrated to Canada about 2 decades ago, along with his wife and son. And he was first elected to the Canadian House of Commons in 2015 as part of the Liberal wave led by Justin Trudeau. The Liberal Party had then won the majority of seats. But for further clarity, let's go across to my colleague Maha Siddiqui, who joins us live from Vancouver at the moment. Maha, Chandra Arya says now he's running to be the next Prime Minister of Canada. Take us through how he's perceived on home ground, though, for you.
Well, he's an Indian origin member of parliament from Ottawa, and at the moment, a person who has been able to get a lot of support from the Indian community in and around the East Coast, especially of Canada. Now, as far as Chandra Arya's ambitions go, he has thrown his hat in the ring, and he says that he'll be pitching himself for the Prime Minister's position as well as the Liberal Party leader. He's also put out an agenda wherein some of the factors that he's mentioned are more in sync with what the Conservatives feel rather than the Liberals. For instance, he's saying that he will axe the carbon tax. Now, carbon tax is a policy that Canada adopted to curb its carbon emissions, reduce its carbon footprints, and it is in sync with their larger aspirations with regards to being more sustainable. As far as the Paris Accord is concerned, that is their commitment to the Paris Accord as well, that countries like Canada, the developed world, will bring down their emissions and also route some of the money to developing countries. So this is a stand that he's taken, which is something that is unpopular. Carbon tax is unpopular among a certain section of people, but a necessary policy measure for climate action. On the other hand, there are other issues. For instance, he has spoken about how he wants to crack down on extremism and terror activities. This is clearly in sync with what he has been saying for some time now. Remember, he is one person who has spoken about the pro-Khalistan stand that has been taken by a certain section. And he's also got into or has, in fact, locked horns with politicians like Jagmeet Singh of the NDP, and even within his own party, the Liberals, within the own caucus, he has locked horns with people there as well. So whether he will be able to garner support within the caucus, within the larger Liberals, that remains to be seen clearly, because at the end of the day, it's the Liberal Party that will be choosing their leader, and then he can only then he can become the Prime Minister for which he has pitched himself now. There are certainly other contenders as well. Some of the front runners are the former Finance Minister, Chrystia Freeland, economist Mark Carney, as well as the former Premier of British Columbia, Christy Clark.